Stop using Pinterest for art references. Okay, so now that we got the clickbait out of the way, this video actually is just going over reasons why I stopped using Pinterest and reasons why you might want to stop using Pinterest as well if you're going to be an artist, and especially if you're an artist like me who posts their work online. And at the end of the day, I'm just some random person on the internet, so if you want to keep using Pinterest, go ahead, who cares? So the first and most obvious issue with using Pinterest as your art references is the issue of ownership and copyright. So while it may seem like the internet has a lot of free images and anyone can use anything, it's not quite like that. So behind every photo on the internet is a photographer that had to think about the composition, think about the framing of their shot, think about the colors that they were trying to use, and think about their lenses and stuff. There's a lot of things that go into photography, and so as an artist, whether that be painting or drawing or photography, whatever, it kind of feels odd to use someone else's art without giving credit or in a way that takes so much from the original artist's idea. And of course, there is a difference between referencing and copying and inspiration and stealing. I think that giving credit where it's necessary is certainly important. And a lot of times on Pinterest, there is no credit given. There's just a big assemblage of really pretty pictures and super interesting compositions and people with no credit. There's no model name. A lot of times you can't even find out who's in the image, or there's a lot of stuff that's missing. And even if you can find credit, it's really hard to know if the photographer even wanted their image to be on Pinterest or if they wanted artists to be able to use it as a reference. Now, contrary to the title of the video, I'm not saying that you should never use Pinterest for art references. I think there's actually a lot of times when you should. I think if you're warming up and you need a quick image that's really interesting and clean, I think Pinterest is really good for that. If you want like loose inspiration, I think that's perfect. Because even though someone might have taken the photo, they don't own the concept of a 3/4 view portrait, or they don't own the concept of Rembrandt lighting. It's just a good, simple reference for warm-ups and doodles and sketches and stuff like that. The next reason why I would advise artists to not get too used to using Pinterest for their art references is that you'll end up using the exact same images and end up with the same subjects as a lot of other artists. For example, how many times have you seen this image? Or this one? Or even this one? It actually reminds me of a quote from Haruki Murakami that says, "If you only read the books that everyone else is reading, you can only think what everyone else is thinking." And in a way, that's a perfect comparison to using certain references in art. And while it's not necessarily bad to paint what everyone else is painting or to draw what everyone else is drawing, I don't really see the purpose if there's so many other options. Which that actually leads into my next point. There are so many places on the internet to get good, public domain, copyright-free images that I don't really see the point in solely using Pinterest. For example, if you're looking for really clean and aesthetic-looking images with people that look like models, you can use Pexels or Unsplash. If you're looking for more candid images of random things and nature and people and all sorts of stuff, you can use Flickr, though I will say you want to put the safe search on. And if you're looking for more like clip art and stock image sort of photos, you can use Pixabay. And for historical images of people of all kinds of different cultures and ethnicities and time periods, you can go to Library of Congress. But the overall point is that Pinterest is not the only option. Although it may be very popular and it does have good quality photos, it's not the only place that you can go. So another reason why you might not want to use Pinterest for your art references is that a large majority of the people that are on there are going to be conventionally attractive model type faces, which is okay if that's what you're going for, but if it's not, then you're going to have a hard time finding what you're looking for. And even the people that are on there that are meant to be sort of standouts for weird looking people, are only weird in the like Old Navy kind of way, if you know what I mean. But they're still conventionally model type looking people. They just have certain different kind of quirks about them. But they rarely will I ever see a strange looking person on Pinterest. Or I guess it's less about being strange and more about the fact that most people on Pinterest are posed for a picture, they're lit perfectly, and it's just not a real representation of what most people look like on a daily basis. There is one photographer that I've seen called Earth's World on Instagram, and he does a very good job of capturing real life people. I think he goes to fairs and public places, so I'm not sure about the logistics of like if these people are okay with being on there, but it seems like the photographer themselves is okay with artists using their references. So if you are looking for real life looking people and just people that you would see every day and not models, that's a great place to go. So overall, I think this painting took me about 3 hours, split up over a couple of days. And if you guys liked the video, please be sure to subscribe and leave a like. And if you want to see a video that I think you would like, click the one on top. And if you want to see a video that YouTube thinks you would like, click the one on the bottom. And as always, thank you. See you later. Bye.